All right, guys, let's get a little bit nerdy with our Pro Tools preferences today. All right, so today is going to be a shorty video, and what I wanted to talk about today is the after right pass switch to preference in Pro Tools. So I have this example session open, and I'm just going to go to setup and then preferences right here. And then I'm going to go over to mixing, I believe is where it is. Yeah. And so we have this preference setting right here. So it's after right pass switch to. And basically we can have it be touch, latch, or no change, right? And so I have a whole video about the different automation settings, the different automation modes in Pro Tools. Technically they're automation modes, right? So I'm going to put a card up on the screen for that video instead of going into it in a lot of depth here. But basically, I want you guys to know that you have this setting in Pro Tools, and basically what it does is after you are in the write mode of automation, which is where it writes no matter what. So as soon as you hit spacebar to play back, it's going to be writing automation to wherever you have that fader or whatever the parameter is, right? So after that write pass, you can then have it so that when you hit pause to stop that playback, it's going to either go to touch mode, right? Which is where it waits for you to touch whatever the parameter is before it starts writing automation. It can go into latch mode, which is the same type of thing, except wherever you leave the parameter, it's going to latch to that spot. And then you can also have it not change at all, right? So not change automation modes at all. But that's basically that. So let's just look at it here for a second. So I'm going to go to no change first, because that's a little simpler, I think. I'm going to write some automation all the way over here so I don't mess with any of this stuff. Let me just pull this guy up. Switch it to volume. I'm doing this here too so this doesn't interrupt me talking. But basically, we're in the write mode. So I'm going to, let's see, Gregorian males, that's this one. Drag this all the way down. I'm going to hit spacebar. So it drags my automation down to where it was, and it's just writing the whole time. So if I want to drag this around, so that's the write mode, right? It's just writing automation the entire time I have playback going. So I'm going to hit pause. And so since I hit pause and I'm in no change, it's still on that write mode, right? Which is kind of scary because if I then forget that I'm on that mode, and I go back here and hit play, it's going to start writing over whatever I have there already. So I don't want that. I'm going to do Command Z. All right, so if I then go to switch this preference setting and I have it switched to latch, a lot of people like these other options besides no change, right? Because then you don't accidentally get left in write mode and you don't accidentally write over your stuff, right? So if I hit play, I'm in write mode, so it's going to write the whole time. And then when I hit pause, if you look over here at my write mode little icon, I don't know if it's technically an icon. Anyway, hit pause, it switches over to latch mode, right? So write mode, latch mode. I'm going to switch back to write mode, and I'm just going to show you. I'm sure you guys got the idea now. If I have it go to touch mode, right? So I'm going to hit play. It's in write mode, so it's writing. I can drag this around like I did with the other examples, right? And when I hit pause, it goes back to touch mode. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. That's just one of the many preferences that we have in Pro Tools. I do prefer the options that are not no change, right? Because I'm a little afraid of getting stuck in write mode. I don't use write mode often though, so it's not really a huge concern. I'm sure it'd be more of a concern for those of you that use write mode all the time. But that's basically that. I'm just gonna highlight this and delete it. So you can just delete automation that way. And you guys know that you can delete automation if you're in an automation graph. You can highlight and delete and it won't delete the underlying audio clips, right? Sorry, that's not related. I don't know why I went into that. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. That's one of the many preference settings that we have here in Pro Tools, right? So I hope someone found that useful out there. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I do have a Patreon, so it's patreon.com/CatoNoise. And my patrons do get access to additional content, including early releases of videos and other stuff. So, I think that's about it. I come out with new videos every Wednesday, and thank you for watching. Okay. My bunny is getting really good at doing high five. I'm going to try to get a video sometime soon to post it on her Instagram. I'm pretty proud of her. I'm not wearing pants.